Hi everyone, this is Dr. Love again. I heard from a handful of folks in our class that they are brand new online learners. So I want to take the time to actually navigate through our Blackboard course in this video. So bear with me for those of you who are not new to online world. I hope you had fun introducing yourselves. I had a fun time reading the two truth and one false. I had a hard time figuring out which one was which. You have a whole week to introduce yourself in the coffee shop, so please continue to do so. But welcome again. So let me talk about what is due this week. So the pattern is quite same each week. You'll have required readings, so textbooks, peer-reviewed articles, or reputable websites that are going to be in each of the modules each week. There's going to be a review quiz that are 10 questions pertaining to this week's concepts, and they're ungraded. You have the journal or discussion each week, and they're reflective critical thinking concepts that are due each week. Usually they're going to be due on Wednesdays, as well as the vocabulary wikis that are going to be due on Wednesdays as well. I created a video on how to post vocabulary wiki in the announcement, so check that out. And then, of course, you have weekly homework. So the weekly homework is actually located in one area, and you have to submit different documents in two different places, and I will give you step-by-step instructions on how to do that, so don't worry. And then you have the help forum in which you can post your questions to your classmates, and then you have another section where it says ask your instructor to ask me questions directly to me. And then you have time quiz every 2 weeks. This doesn't apply this week because we're in week 1, but the following week you're going to have a time quiz. It's going to be the same format as a review quiz, and that's going to happen every 2 weeks. So let's go into the classroom again, week 1, module 1. Here's what the classroom would look like when you logged in. Of course, I have an instructor view, so this format might be a little bit different than what you see, but on the left-hand side, you're going to go to Module 1 here, and you click on it. And as I have mentioned to you in other videos, you have the introduction, learning activities, and it's signified with a book. So these are all reading or reviewing materials. So I'm going to scroll down slowly so you could see them. And then you have test yourself. This is the ungraded quiz that's going to show up every week. And then you have an optional learning activity, which is another reading, if you would like, from the recommended textbooks. Here is the help form that I was talking to you about. And I'm going to scroll up a little bit fast to show you where the other ask your instructor form right here for posting more questions there. And so I'm going to scroll down a little bit more quickly here to get down to the homework section. So some of you had some questions in terms of how to submit your homework and what you need to do. There are actually 2 places, and that's probably why you feel a little confused. So you have homework 1. This is where the problem set and the Excel file, the worksheet that I was telling you about, here. And then you have another section here which is called Homework 1. What is the difference between the two? Well, this place is where you submit your Excel file and any of your handwritten work for partial credit or full credit. So this is how it would look like. And you have the links here to show you how an Excel file should look like. And those of you who want to do some handwritten work, you can also scan that in and attach it here. So you want to click on Browse My Computer, and it'll get you to your computer files. And in this case, you want to click on any of the files that you want to upload. In this case, I'll click on the Excel file, and you want to have a link title name, preferably your first and last name so I don't get confused. And then you want to click on submit. Before you submit, you can actually type, Dr. Love, and then give me a note if you want to send me a note, and then submit send. The submission, in this case, is saved. I have the instructor version, so it doesn't give me a respond back, but that's how you submit your Excel file. And then you go back to the module 1, and I'm sorry about scrolling down really quickly here, but go to homework 1, and this is where you fill out your answers. And I'll say begin. It's not time, but as you can see, you put in your answers. So in this case, you want to read the instructions and put it in. You want to save your answers. And you do get a score back right away, but the computer is not really smart enough to know your answers that are correct. So I have to actually go in and hand grade them. So once you're done, you want to save and submit. Okay, it says that following questions 4, 6, and 8 are not completed. So you want to say cancel. If you don't want to, you could save and submit later. Okay, and then back to module 1 again. So let me go back and go to your journal entry. Once you click on the journal entry, it's fairly easy in terms of how to create journal entry. You click on create a journal entry, put a title, week 1, and then what you want to do is you want to open up your Word document where you are working on your journal and just copy and paste your journal article here. And then you browse in your computer and attach the file along with it like this. And then what you're going to do is post your entry. Once you post your entry, as you can see, it says week 1, what you named it, and here is the journal article. So, of course, this is not the format and the question that is posed for this week's journal article or the journal entry, but this is how you actually submit it, and it's only seen between me and you, not all the classmates. So I will give you comments in the comment section and also in the grading area where I will tell you exactly what you did correct or what you didn't do correctly. So let's go lastly back to your module 1 and go to your vocabulary wiki. So simply click on the vocabulary wiki and it will get you to the vocabulary wiki page, as you can see. And then there's a video on how to create vocabulary wikis. Don't create new ones, and you want to click on edit. And each week there's going to be separate wiki pages that I'm going to create for you, and you're going to edit the content. Okay, I hope this was clear. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll do my best to create videos, audios, whatever I can to make things easier. So hang in there, and like I said, sometimes it takes me a long time to create these because I have to copy and paste and edit the video. But the goal is to ensure that you learn all the concepts and be comfortable with biostatistics. So hang in there. I'm here for you, and I'll see you in the classroom. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Until next time.